Yeah, your favorite
Perfect.
emoji we are learning might reveal a little bit more about you than maybe a therapist. We're hearing a new study found different personality traits for people who use excessive emojis. And the verdict isn't so good, guys. It says that if you're a guy, and let's think about how you text. Okay, we'll do some self-reflection.
Yes.
If you use a lot of emojis, the study revealed that you may have manipulative behavior and maybe give off those emotional roller coaster vibes if you're constantly, sending emojis in the text, which kind of surprised me. And for girls, they're saying the carefully thought out emojis use. Sometimes, like if you're sending a text, maybe if it's to like a colleague or something, you like overthink it. They say that correlates with self-image and a desire to manage how other people perceive you.
They're really overthinking
what they're saying.
it. Really overthinking.
Seems like a lot of fun.
I love when I get a great emoji that was well thought out, like with a face, like you know, and it's like, oh, I get what you're saying.
I usually send you one with a hand.
Yeah, you do, and it's like, talk to the hand.
That says a lot too.
So who would you be? You as emoji, right? But who would we be? We were thinking about it as well. We were looking inward, as Sydney said. So we thought it'd be fun to reveal an emoji that best describes us as well, which you'll have to let us know if this works. So I'll go first. Okay, I'm the traffic emoji, and there's a picture of me. What would I be? What would fit me?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's unfortunate, but it's true.
I think that's the nicest one they could give you, too.
First of all, that puppy is cute in that photo.
Yes,
First
that puppy. That was an auction puppy.
That's just, silly vibes. Silly vibes. Fun vibes.
Okay, well, he was talking over here. So, Gary, you are next. You get what emoji?
I think the salute, thank you for your service.
There, look at that
Thank you for
picture.
your service. That is your key.
I was like, okay, sir.
That is your key line.
That is,
we
thank
hear
you for your
around
service.
here.
It's not really, though, I want to serve you. And I mean, he does, but it's more being sarcastic, I think.
Well, it's for the service people do around here. You know what I mean?
He helps me a lot. I don't think people know. He does a lot of the traffic stuff.
I see it behind the scenes.
That I'm clueless. That I have the other face about.
You're killing it, Gary.
Exactly. So what about Miss Sydney?
Oh, goodness.
Yes.
Yep,
Miss Sydney loves to read.
I do.
And she went to Howard, a really tough school.
Wow.
Yeah, and you are smart. I always think
I'm
sitting next to a very smart person, and I'm not.
What? First of all, you're brilliant. And thank you, I guess. But they are saying, this is what Brett picked for me because I have been in the reading bag lately, you guys. I'm telling you, I picked it back up. Because, I was trying to tell you, I was trying to get on the running thing. It's still a work in progress. But the reading, it's been so good for my mental health. I think, let's see, I've been in 2 or 3 months, almost 3. I've read 12 books.
Are you messing with the real books or the e-books?
We're doing the real books.
See, I like that.
We're doing the real books.
Easier on your eyes. We got enough problems with our eyes seeing all these digital things at this hour.
We're doing the real. I'm flipping pages, guys.
And let
me tell you this. Now, y'all are you're going to like this. Now, it was between two. It was between the nerd emoji and one very hot and sweaty, anxious looking emoji because I love to turn up the heat in the studio.
That is
true. It
won't be cold in here with you.
Oh, no.
You and Gary kind of like it a little warmer.
Yeah, usually I can. The only thing in the morning we do move around enough when we drink. I drink a full pot of coffee. I do get a little toast at night when I'm working those night shifts. Man, it's always like 5 degrees in here. I'm like, no thanks.
It's freezing. It's freezing in here.
What is Tracy like? Temp wise?
She'll mess with the cold. Like we got to sleep. Sleeping at night, we got to have cold. For sure.
I agree with that. Sleeping, but while I'm moving around, I like
I got to go to bed.
I can't. I don't have an option, and I got to wear this, right?
A lot of material.
Can't roll the sleeves up. I'm rolling the sleeves up. We got serious impacts. You know what I mean?
And you're wearing the shorts or something. Okay, Michelle Lee isn't here today, but we know she would have.
Yes, that makes sense.
And this is, I have to explain this probably.
Yes.
Michelle on the money.
Yes,
she's very frugal.
Like she's taking the work helicopter here or something.
Michelle on the money. Of course, that makes sense. And finally, we did go in with Rennie's favorite emoji.
We better.
Right? So this one is... It's for real.
I see that a lot.
He uses this in teams all the time.
All the time.
That's probably
usually responding to me and you.
Yes,
I mean,
exactly.
He's disgusted with us
text back like
100%.
What do you think,
Rennie? So fitting.
Boom.
Absolutely.
Oh, I hope he sees this. That's great.
Oh, man. Yeah, think about what your emoji is that describes you. I mean, maybe text it into us. I'd be curious to see, what
just
people
send
are
it.
using. Yeah, just text it in. Yeah.
You know what I do a lot? I know we got to get to the weather. I do the disco guy. He's like this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He does that. I do that a lot.
That's a nice one.
I think that's fun.
The
But
crying, laughing one is one I do a lot of.
yeah, we do that back and
Yes.
forth a lot with certain things. You said something. Oh, the excessive emojis that began the whole story.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that. I think, I mean, if you're one of those that does boom, 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 but just like 2 smileys, I don't know. Does that mean you're trying to control people?
I don't know. I think that it says that specifically for men, which I thought was really interesting, but not for women. I guess if
Manipulating?
you're a man who uses excessive emojis and
Yeah.
you're trying to maybe manipulate, I don't know. If you're sending all these hearts and, things like
Yeah.
maybe if we just met, it's kind of like, oh, maybe you're trying to,
Yeah.
I don't
Here's
know.
one. What do you do when you're texting your daughters? Do they like if you send emojis, and do they think that like you're hip, or that you're the total opposite? Because like if I got an emoji from my dad, I would be like, whoa.
Whoa, impressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would appreciate that too. What do you
That's a
think?
really good question. I do get some. I get
Okay.
some like, oh, funny or whatever. They'll do the thumbs up thing on
just
it.
your reaction. Yeah.
Yeah,
type deal.
but
But
they
you're
don't.
not sending emojis to them.
Not really. But they don't want me to use punctuation.
Maybe
They don't
my
want you to
text.
use,
Maybe you should
don't do
start-
period. That's what it is.
wild.
Don't do a period like in the text because it can come off a little bit like
Like
harsh.
K? You mean like
Yeah,
K?
like K
This is-
okay
that's
period.
good pro tip information
yeah,
right
you
there.
know,
We
for
could get
the
into
No
this.
period, or it's
yeah.
kind of almost exclamation pointy.
Yeah, maybe an exclamation point I think it's more exciting.
Ah.
Like see you later.
We could do a
not see
whole
you later
segment
period.
on this,
Yeah.
especially
We can
with
deep dive.
Sydney.